Gen Z's out there turning hobbies into cash, while the rest of the world scrolling through TikTok and Instagram, and they're broke. So there's this news article that just came out from Inc. magazine, and it listed 7 creative side hustle ideas that could literally produce real money. Now, I'm reacting live to this news article because I think there's some good ideas in here, and I've got a couple more that I think that are even better. So stick around because you might find your next cash flow here. Now, the article says that according to a Harris poll at past September, 57% of Gen Z is currently has a second source of income. Now, that's compared to 48% of millennials and only 21% of boomers. So if you look at that, it's pretty amazing that that many people have side hustles. I didn't realize that there was that much of a side hustle economy, right? But Glassdoor study, they say they work to pay the bills and they find identity and fulfillment that can come from entrepreneurial pursuits. Now, I've always been entrepreneurial, and I think a lot of you here on this channel have been as well. And you're always looking for extra ways to make money or to get ahead in life. But this is pretty interesting. So it's not like it's not just a 9-to-5 job anymore. So what they're saying is the e-commerce. And I think that's easy because everybody's got a cell phone today. Everybody's got some way to bring in extra money, even if you're sitting at home. And what they're saying is if you enjoy painting or playing with a 3D printer or making jewelry or some other kind of a endeavor, you can actually sell things on Etsy and Shopify. Well, I think that's a good idea, but I don't think you're going to make a whole lot of money with that. What do you think? Is that anything you guys have been doing? So if you look at it, a store or a place to resell things is a pretty good idea. But here's one that I did not even know what it was, is vibe coding, no code development. Now, what it is, code development is a totally different thing. I didn't even know this. It's you're generating code through an AI system and you're dragging and dropping it into a building tool. And there's plenty of business clients out there that are looking for this. I don't know how this works. Let me know if you know how this works. But I do think there is something about AI that you can use to generate a lot of money. And I'm going to get into that in a minute at the end. Social media specialist. I would agree with that. There's a lot of business owners. I'm a business owner. I own 3 businesses, and I'm not prolific on social media. You know my YouTube channels. I've got multiple of those. But on the other channels, I'm pretty weak. But I would think that that would be a big thing for a lot of businesses because they're busy working on the business and they need somebody to constantly put out information. And that's where people are today, right? So if you're looking to turn the heads of potential customers as a business owner, you maybe want to hire one of those. Or if you are a social media content creator, maybe you want to reach out to your local business owners. And that could be anything from real estate companies to bakeries, to little bread shops, anything, little small businesses. Most of those people are working in the business. They're not working on the business, right? So I think that would be a really good place. And I do door knocking. They say Upwork and Freelancer. I don't think that's a great place. I think if you're door knocking and saying, look, hey, I can do this for you, you got a real good opportunity right there. And then they say the next one they give is Adobe Premiere Pro, and they use Veed.io or Runaway to trim or correct color videos and things like that, rearrange scenes. Honestly, video editing, I think, is very big. Again, if you're a business owner, you're working on the business and you're not in the business per se, you're working on your business dealings, trying to make things happen rather than having things happen. I think that video editing, if the raw video, I have a video editor, and I think that is another good way to generate income. Some of these ideas I think are great, and some of them aren't. But personal shopper, I don't know. What do you think about that? Do you need somebody to help you shop? Do you think that's even a thing? Do people actually even hire anybody to shop? I mean, I think what I do is, I mean, look at it. Amazon. You go shopping, I don't think people are out in the stores like they used to be. Now, Instacart, I mean, if you're delivering things to people's houses, yeah, I can see that as a side hustle. The Uber, the Lyft, that kind of thing, maybe as a side hustle. But to be honest with you, I don't think anybody's doing the personal shopping. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. And the next one they have on their list is a graphic artist. Now, I think that's true. And again, I'm back to the social media thing, but I think it kind of plays into the same. I mean, not everybody's illustrating book covers or packaging. I think you're going to have more people that are actual small business owners looking to hire somebody on a monthly basis to do all their creative stuff. And maybe you're putting it in Canva or Photoshop or whatever you're doing. And then they're uploading it for them to keep it constant and relevant in front of their clients, potential clients' eyes. But this one is a good one that they mention on this next one is writing AI prompts. Now, we all know that AI is helping so many people. It's also helping to lay off some people. You've heard that in the news, haven't you? But look, I think if you have a deep understanding of how artificial intelligence works, you can work from home, and there's plenty of prompts that you actually type in. And I think people are looking at these long prompts to help them to do things with their life, with their business. And I think when I keep going back to business here is because where is the money? If you're looking for a side hustle, you got to look for the people who have the muscle and the hustle, and they can get that job done. But then where are you going to get paid, right? You have to have people with money. So as a business owner, they're always looking for additional streams, additional revenue, additional hands, help without hiring somebody full-time. They don't want to take that challenge on. And if it doesn't work out, then they're not in full-time training people. So this is why I think this is a good place to be. But the AI prompts, if you have a good one, it could be helpful for some people. Now, this is my personal feeling on what to do to make money. I think if you can have knowledge about some subject and you buy that item, it's a hard item, and you resell it on Facebook Marketplace, on Craigslist, or any of these other places, I do believe that you can find some hidden gems and you can make real cash and put it in your pocket. Now, a lot of this is, it's ideas. But I personally have done this, and if you've watched these other videos, things that you have knowledge of, things that you know that are valuable. I mean, some people, they see tennis shoes and they understand there's a value in that. I don't get it, but some people understand that there's old tennis shoes that are in boxes. They can resell them. There's people out there that want that. So if you find an item that you have knowledge of, I did this before with pinball machines. I know the value in a pinball machine. If it's not working, I have some skills. I could probably put it together and make it work, but then resell that. And things that you know about, you can go to auction sites. You can go to yard sales. Yard sales are really good for this because if you rummage around, yard sale, garage sale, whatever you want to call them, rummage sale, and you can find items that have value, but make sure that you are knowledgeable about what that true value is. And some people, even on Give It Up, okay, you can go to these sites where they're just trying to clear something out. And you can go on your local sites, even on Craigslist, and it says for free. Now, if you find something like, for instance, bricks in a yard, I saw one where there was a guy, they had finished their project. They had all this new building material. They had bricks, they had lumber, all this stuff. Somebody went over there, picked all that stuff up for free. They just wanted to clear it out. But that is the key, is having knowledge in something that you know has value, that you can resell, and you can make some money on. It's true cash, right? So what do you think about this news article from Inc. magazine? Was any of that worthwhile, or you have any side hustles that you like to do? Go ahead, put it in the comments and let me know what you're doing. I hope you're working on your side hustle. You've got multiple streams of income going. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe, because there's hundreds of super helpful videos here on this channel. Just trying to be helpful, not selling anything, but hope you're getting ahead in life, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care, guys.